All right, how's it going, everybody? It has been a while since I've been back into my actual lineup of games that I usually play. So it has been some time since I have sat down and played some college hoops. Weirdly enough, not the last time I've sat down and played college hoops offline. And not even the PS3 version of College Hoops 2K8. There was some stuff I was messing around with as far as like customization and stuff like that that caught my eye over the time that I was busy working generally. But we'll figure that out once we get done with this. Let me see. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. 4. How much are we at? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 games left in the season. That sounds pretty okay. So we'll go ahead and here. Oh, I should see just kind of where we stack up with them. All right. So they're a little bit bigger than us, a little bit better at the South Dakota. Which I'm pretty sure they weren't South Dakota. Pretty sure this wasn't South Dakota with that. So we'll go ahead and... So this is version 4. I finally got version 4 of the Reborn mod. I'm not the biggest fan of this new blue that they've put on here because I just feel like it clashes tremendously with pretty much everything else. So, yeah, it is what it is. Oh, I still got to turn this down. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, the whole thing break? Oh, no. Oh, no. I think the whole thing might have broken. That's not good. Give me a moment. What failed? Let me try just restarting. See what happened. Not great when I go to boot the game up and it's just not having a good time with trying to boot. That's not good. We'll back all the way out. Yep, another instance. Okay, well, hang on. Perfect. Now I gotta go find if this is still running. It is, and it's killing my memory. I need to end that task completely. Yeah, that completely just froze up my task bar. All right, let me try this again. Sorry, I'm just kind of letting it do its thing real quick. Yep. All right, let's see. All right. Reopen, see if it does it again. Really not good if it breaks again. So I'm hoping it doesn't. That's really not good. That's not good at all. Oh, God. Oh, God, this whole thing just broke it. I'm going to let it sit for a second while I look as to what the hell might have happened. Am I doing it off the wrong? I wonder if I'm doing it off the. Oh, let's see. I wonder if I'm doing it off the wrong thing. God damn it. Let me see. What's the game folder this is coming out of? All right. Let's see if I can remember where I should be getting my game from. Let me try to open it from somewhere else. PS3 game. Let me back her up. Not good. Not good. I just break my whole damn thing. Is that what's happened here? Have I just completely broken? God damn it. I'm sorry. This is I'm trying to make it work here. Let me figure out the configuration real quick. See if there was something I might have very much missed. GPU. It's looking fine. IO system. Emulator. Debug. Shit, I don't know what it might be doing. This sucks. Let me try to add a different version of it real quick. Can't find any new software. That's super unhelpful. Backup game time. I mean, I could always do that. I'm just taking a chance here. Ooh. Okay. So, yeah, this is very clearly, before I get all excited. Oh. Maybe, because this is version 2, and version 2 worked. Version 2 worked. Hang on now. We might have something. This ends up going back to version 2, but you know what? Version 2 worked. I didn't have any problems with it, so we'll see. Is this karma? I don't think so. All right. And we're off.
Get ready for College Hoops 2K8.
Still so loud.
Battle, the home team. This should be a whale of a game. Welcome, everyone. We're here in Louisiana. This is Vern Lundquist with Bill Raftery and Tracy Wilson. What's your take?
Okay. Whoops. All right, so I don't know what's happened with version 4, but version 2 works, so. And I still had that sitting there somewhere.
Leads him in. Diallo goes up.
Oh, come on.
Drop it in, but it won't go.
Let me, I'm going to try to move this back down.
Dishes it down low.
14, that seems like it'll be good.
It's still all knotted up.
What the fuck is this court? I don't know. I think this is what the original court in the game is. So the fact that we're playing South Dakota, because South Dakota, or is it North Dakota that I said that we're facing? We're facing North Dakota, right? I believe so. But or South Dakota. We are facing South Dakota. But It wasn't that. I think Calcutta is the original. Yeah, see, this is the original one, but I don't think Calcutta is a tennis court mixed with the basketball court. Oh, yeah, they got a lot of them in a lot of these different small schools. That definitely is still around. I don't know how much they're around anymore, but, yeah, these, like, real small schools, relatively common.
Number 12. Almost a three-point opportunity.
Volleyball, yeah, I think it's a volleyball. That's the volleyball lines, which is something you could still put in this game. Like, if you make your own team, you could still put the volleyball lines on your own court. So it's common enough that they allow you to do it in the in the game itself when you create a team.
What do you have for us, Tracy?
But yeah, I don't think Calcutta is a must not be a team obviously anymore.
Their ability to put points on the board and hopes their effectiveness offensively carries over to the other end of the court. We'll see, Vern.
There we go.
Tracy.
What I've also kind of gotten used to a little bit is because I was looking at College Hoops 2K8 for PS2 because they made a PS2 version, which obviously is, you know, doesn't look as nice as this.
Perfect timing. Martin hammered, and he will go.
But it did have the odd. I don't know how much. I'm sure you could probably do just about every player, making just about every player in the PS3 version. But the PS2 also had that as well. Plus, you could in game change the name of the teams.
Cuts off the pass. The D was really waiting for him there. That's how you do it.
So obviously, when you combine that with, say, like.
Releases.
There you go. Obviously, when you combine that with, say, like PS2 texture replacement, you can pretty much make custom teams. And then they can be named whatever you want. Are there historic college mods? I don't think so. I think any of the people who work on this still, I think, are specifically just working on modern day.
Number 12 backs down.
But yeah, I did look quite a bit at some of the PS2 stuff, and you know they've got a fair few. Obviously, it wasn't. I think there's probably at least a dozen different styles of court, even like small courts. It's kind of interesting to see.
To the free throw line. Swings it to the wing.
But yeah, I think with a lot of these games, it's most of the niche is just in being able to play like modern stuff. So. Yeah, I don't think they do a lot of. There's not really a lot of historical mods for these games.
Archambault grabs the rock. Still a 6-point lead. Behind the arc, gets it to fall.
Jordan, Ewing, and Hakeem. That would be kind of neat.
Dumps it to the paint.
Yeah, I bet you. I'm sure in the Discord, people have probably asked about that before, and you'll probably get the general answer of. Well, we're already focused on trying to further improve the Reborn for current day, and that's what everyone kind of wants to play. So, and then they would basically be like, well, if you want to do it, then go be my guest. Go figure out how to do it, and you can do it.
Puts it up. Rebounded by Hill. Hill with a great offensive rebound there. He worked so hard to establish position. They close the gap to 4. Diallo backs him down.
And then you probably have to deal with the fact that, as opposed to like current day stuff where you can easily go on to, ESPN or CBS Sports or God knows wherever, Basketball Reference, I think, and figure out all the stats and everything of current players right now, it's much harder to go find those same stats from 40 years ago.
Both teams are making a few lineup changes. Number 23 inbounds the ball.
I will say it was interesting that the reason I kind of was looking into 2K8 for the PS2 as well is because they did a Reborn mod for the PS2.
Catches it. Right wing.
I don't think it's as fleshed out as this with some of the stuff, but I mean, there's still quite a few things you can do. And it's a little bit easier to do than because the PS3 architecture of the games is just not nearly as good. I think because there's not really texture replacement. You know, the day might come that they add texture replacement. It would be interesting because, man, those things would be... I can only imagine texture replacement's already something for, like, you know, PS2 and GameCube and all that. And I can imagine with, like, HD... with the more HD graphics, you're gonna end up with some of these like massive files.
Mitchell kicks it out to the left wing.
God, this is a pain in my ass.
Dumps it off. Only a few seconds left in the shot clock.
I just got to put it up. Wasn't a whole lot I could do here. Couldn't really drive it in. Couldn't really get an open shot. Wasn't really trying to do as much, so a lot of guys were just standing around. Probably would help if I ran plays, but I feel like in the 10 plus years, because I think we're at like 10 years I've been streaming this. At least we're coming up to it. I don't think I've ever really done a whole lot of play running. I guess they do have plays. Look at that. They got plays. I know they got plays. I just don't ever freaking do the damn plays.
Mitchell bounces it to the left side, right around 8.
Most I'll do is like pick and rolls.
Number 10 hands it off. Last shot laid in by number 5.
Maybe the occasional ISO if I think the guy can dribble the basketball well enough.
Dumps it inside.
Okay.
Good look.
There you go.
Number 10. They increase their lead to 4. Archambault brings it up.
But yeah, I was kind of intrigued by just how, because obviously with texture replacement, just how easily you could probably do some full mods of the PS2 version of the game. Plus, of course, being able to change the name of every college in game is also a huge deal. It'd be nice if you could change the conferences. Speaking of customization, I don't really play.
Number 13 has it on the strike.
I don't really play. I don't even really watch soccer at all. But I was like just looking at PS2 games, and I saw a lot of people who were talking about like PS2 sports games, because I'm like, well, you know, let me check out some PS2 sports games that maybe I don't have. I have pretty much any one of them at this point that you would probably want. Like between PS2 and GameCube, I have pretty much all of, like, just all of them, because I at least like to test them out for, you know, any sort of customization purposes or anything like that.
Number 10 takes a 3. Number 12 corrals.
Oh my God.
Get it out of there, big fella. You have to.
So yeah, I was able to look up kind of some stuff. It's been able to I've been able to test out some of the capabilities of like editing players and all that and stuff, like NHL 2K10 for the PS2 and MLB 2K5 for the PS2. But I was actually just going to get to that. I have been playing, and like I said, I've not hardly ever played soccer. Like, I have not hardly played any like soccer, football, European soccer, as they call American football, European soccer. I've not really played any of the games since like the N64 days when I played like International Superstar Soccer. And I never even owned it. I rented it out from Hollywood Video. But I did, just in the last few days, play PES 6 for the first time. Never played it before, but I was kind of intrigued by... I had seen some people talk about how great PES 6 is, And I was like, I've never really played soccer before. I've not played a lot of soccer games. I know a little bit about it. I know the basics generally. But yeah, it's very much fun. American rugby. There you go. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, and it's absolutely insane. Probably because they didn't. I realize, that there's, a lot of there's a fair amount of licensed teams and stuff, but obviously not licensed leagues or anything like that. And obviously they don't have all the licensed teams. But I was really shocked by just the level of customization, where not only can you do just about anything to make of the players, you literally change the names of all the teams and where they play. You can change the name of the league. You can change the name of the cup that they play in. I'm like, holy shit! You could literally just, and I'm guessing a lot of that was, well, we don't have the license for it, but you can make it yourself if you want. I imagine is maybe a big selling point for it.
Looks like they're getting set to inbound the ball.
But it was crazy just how much you can customize it on it, and I don't know how many of the new Pez's do that. I would have to probably look for a copy of it, but I know from what I'd seen from people who talk about Pez is that it hasn't been good in a while, at least since it's been eFootball. But it's been very good, and I think 2021 was the last one that everyone said was the really good one.
Has it outright.
There we go.
Finishes with the soft touch. By 9.
But yeah, that was one of the things that got me. And then all the weird little things that you can do in the have in the game as well. Signed shirt sponsors. That's pretty awesome, honestly. Yeah. I also thought it was kind of neat. Not only can you pick some of the places that you can play, but you can control what the attendance looks like, and then the commentary will comment on that. Because I checked it out where it was you literally just have nobody in the stands if you want, or you can have it be full, or you can just have 1 out of 3 stars for both teams, and then you'll see that people be like, oh, what a great game. It's too bad, it's a low turnout. It's that's awesome. And obviously not something that American sports want to do, because they don't want to they don't want you thinking that, people don't show up to these games. I think NBA 2K is the closest to it, because I don't even think the show might do it. The show might do the dynamic attendance thing. I don't know. I think they still very much exaggerate it, but I know NFL doesn't do it. NFL doesn't like the idea of people thinking that the stadiums aren't full every single week.
He's doubled up, out left, takes it up. He got fouled and still almost made it.
I will say,
Go to the line for 2 shots.
I've been learning kind of the ins and outs of kind of how to strategize, and I'm very much, I do a lot of conservative playing of the game, because I realize that's probably the way to do it. I kind of thought about it like I thought about hockey, where it's don't just sprint across the way. Yeah, as dinosaurs or penguins. Even makes little noises too, when you're the penguin. Little cartoony noises. That had to be goaltending, yeah. And then all the dog heads and stuff that you can do. But yeah, it was just, I've been playing it and it's been a lot of fun. I'm so not good at it. I play on amateur. I still have a really hard time getting anything. I gotta say, the shooting mechanism in the game is very sensitive. I'm thinking I'm not hitting the button too hard, and I'm always hitting the button too hard. That's something that I'm realizing. It's I'm just kicking that thing consistently over the crossbar and into the fifth row of the crowd.
Number 5.
But yeah, I have to kind of. I've been trying to get used to. Yeah, I've been trying to get used to. Shit. Just kind of how the game should play. Oh, that's a glitch. Will that show in the replay? Will the weirdness of his shorts show in the replay? No, it won't. No, his shorts had a glitch, but it doesn't show in the replay. And then it doesn't show here either. That was weird. Yeah, I think I started, well, they just call it England League, but that would be, what, English Premier League. And I'm pretty sure I'm an unlicensed team. I forget which unlicensed team I am. But see, I've been looking up stuff for PES 6, and now all of a sudden I'm getting a lot of different like YouTube recommendations for like the basics for like just watched a video earlier about the basics for Americans on kind of the ins and outs and the basics of football. I'm also kind of surprised, as I kind of noticed, because, yeah, there have been guys talking about it, especially Americans, where it's just like, yeah, I got into Premier League because of, like, the NBC coverage, like, 12 years ago, plus just the fact that it's not spread out over, like, 5 different networks. Like, he was talking about that, where it was like, yeah, if you wanted to watch Premier League, you watched it on NBC. You didn't have to watch it on any of their, like, 18 other channels. There's just the one channel. You do it live on a Saturday morning. I was like, that's always kind of cool. And that's like one of the things that keeps me with some of the minor league stuff. Like indoor football is always kind of nice with that because everything's on YouTube. And it's like, it's so easy to maybe get into something just by its mere existence of being there. Like, and it's just kind of amazing how that doesn't, shit. How that doesn't seem to click all the time with other leagues and even smaller stuff, which I get it, even when you're like a smaller like hockey league, which to be fair, at the very least, I can kind of say, if you want to watch like minor league hockey, NHL is obviously different, but if you want to watch minor league hockey, pretty much Flow Hockey is the place to go. And you can watch like USHL, ECHL, and AHL, as well as a few other things on there. But, yeah. I feel like you almost get spoiled by the non-American idea of, not spreading. Not being like the NFL, where you literally spread all of your games on like 6 different networks. But yeah, it did. Playing PES 6 also has taught me just how bad I am at the game. I am quite poor at the game. I play on amateur, and I still have a real tough time even winning games.
Give us your opinion on the first half, Bill.
It's I had a game I did finally win 1-0 on amateur, and I had like 20 shots and 5 of them were on target.
And now it's time to show you our player of the half. Bill,
number 10 has been hitting 3-pointers like they were free throws. He's a deadeye, Vern. His long range.
Tremendous effort from our player.
I did have one where it was a 1-1 draw where I did about the same thing. I had like 24 shots, like 6 of them on target, and they were just awful. And then literally the other team I was facing had like 3 shots and 1 on target. So it's like I can figure out how to get the ball and keep the ball and shoot it, but just not well at all. I'm not good at figuring out the strategy for actually scoring goals. Blackouts that your TV channels do discuss, yeah.
Number 10, Catches it.
it's almost to a comedic level, especially with the MLB. The MLB is probably the worst at a it's because there have literally been times where we would have social media posts of people going to MLB games. There are social media posts of people going to MLB games, and then they'll have the TVs in the stadium playing the game, and it gets blacked out. I'm like, can you not have like any special type of network where you can actually show the game that's playing in the stadium that you're in right now? Like you have to buy a ticket to be in the stadium. And even the TVs at the merch stands end up getting blacked out because of the stupid blackout rules. And yeah, and I live in a state that's one of the worst states in America as far as MLB blackouts are concerned. It's ridiculous. There's like 5 MLB teams that are within like 6 hours of me that they black out because, of course, I'll just drive 6 hours to Chicago or Milwaukee to watch a baseball game because I'm not able to watch it on TV. Like, no.
Has it. Left wing. Grabbed by number 10, and that's his 4th
Yeah.
rebound thus far.
That's why piracy is I think the way they've been doing sports is one of the reasons why piracy has gotten as big as it has.
To the low block.
Obviously with everything else getting split amongst like all the different networks for like TV shows and movies and all that has been one of the things where, you know, you used to just have Netflix and that was it, and maybe Amazon Prime Video, but now there's like all these different like networks and all these different services,
Leads him with the
so it
pass.
gets real bad. But
The bucket is good.
I think sports was one of the big things that made it really take off, is because the blackouts and just how incredibly expensive the sports packages are.
He completes the three-point play. Diallo inbounds.
Where it's literally like $250, $300 a year for like NBA League Pass,
Corrals it, but that's only his
and you still get blackouts even there. Like you still have to deal with blackouts after you've given them like $300 for a season of games. Yeah. And a lot of times doesn't include the playoff games.
Diallo backs down. Beats it to the right wing.
I keep hitting the left bumper like that's the big pick and roll button, but it's not. At least not at this point. It's not the left bumper's not a not the pick and roll button for a few more years.
He's double teamed. Passes it to the left.
Man, let him
wing.
shoot that.
Kramer.
Probably shouldn't have.
Three-point line. He's 1 for 2 for the game. About 11 and a half minutes left in the second half. Number 12 gets it in the paint. Takes it.
I would think it's, you know, I do think it would be kind of funny, kind of fun maybe. And I know the American leagues would never go for it, but the promotion relegation thing is always such a fascinating thing to me.
Passes. High post.
And I know that they would never go for the idea of
Catches it. High post.
doing that in America. Although I do think not MLS. MLS isn't doing it, but I think USL was looking at promotion relegation.
Backs down.
So I think USL is definitely smaller than MLS. I don't think they get they don't get the big stars that MLS does. Like, because I know Messi signed for Miami, so we don't get the Messis for USL, but they are looking at promotion relegation in the future potentially. I don't think it's there right now, but it's something that they're looking at least.
Diallo backs in from the baseline.
They don't think he can make it.
Passed in by number 10. They're up 54 to 53.
Yeah. And then, also the idea, and obviously, it end up with bigger teams smacking around smaller teams, but What was the God damn.
To the right.
Wasn't Champions League, because that was a bigger thing. That was a huge global thing. But it's the
For the game. The yellow.
it's the one cup where basically
Double team.
the top 4 divisions of English soccer end up competing in one big cup.
Number 5 with
I think that'd be kind of neat. Where obviously you can get like a smaller team that might go on a Cinderella run, because you know what, that's something you don't hardly ever get in professional sports like you do in college sports, is Cinderella runs. You get some small team from like it's more than 4 divisions.
by 2.
Yeah, I know there's one that's like every club in England, but I thought there was one that was specifically, oh, it's like 9 of them. Okay.
The visitors take their first time out of the game.
Yeah, because the guy I was listening to was talking about the different cups that go on during the season. We need defense. I think we're doing kind of okay on everything
The
else.
visitors are making a few lineup changes.
But yeah, I do like the Carabao is the 4, the FA. Okay, I think that was what I was thinking was the
Just over 9
Carabao.
minutes left in the second half.
And then the FA Cup is the one that's literally
The yellow
any team that exists
has it.
in the country can join in, which is also kind of hilarious because I would love the idea of someone just creating a team. Like if they were to do this for like basketball or
Backs down.
something like, maybe maybe not like American football, but I could see like baseball.
Lobs it to the
Baseball's got all this whole minor league system. It'd be hilarious to see that. And I think that'd be kind of neat to see some of these like real small teams
right up 57.
in like
Kramer.
just the middle of nowhere, maybe not quite the middle of nowhere, but yeah, all these like small minor league teams that might potentially be, up to face,
Like they're playing
Barnes has it.
up to face like an MLB team,
Pass. Right
and then potentially having someone go on a Cinderella run, some AA
leads him in.
baseball
The
team.
yellow with the shot. Full net.
FA Cup is still, yeah. That was the guy was even talking about that. He didn't even give a year. He just said forever.
Number 5.
He just said this is a thing that's literally been around just forever.
Feeds it to the right.
1871. Good Lord.
Inside. Oh, net and shot by Kramer. Nice look by number 10. 8 assists, and he leads both teams in that category. Passes to the right side. Barnes takes the shot. The
Ah.
was missed by Mitchell.
They got just enough pressure on him to make him alter his shot and force the miss.
Kramer.
Come on. There you go.
Get the jumper to fall. Still,
This season, 745 teams. Yeah, that's what he said. It was like last season, over 700 teams competed for it. So that means like if they did this for like baseball or something, it literally just these like little local teams. You could just make an official club
inbounds the ball.
of like old retired baseball players.
Number 13.
Even take like a joke team, like the Savannah Bananas that they got, and put them in.
Contact there, Vern. You're not going to get away with it if you affect the shot that much.
There we go.
And he makes the first. Both teams will make some substitutions.
So yeah, that's I don't know if I'm gonna get super into football, but it's definitely been interesting to read about it and watch some stuff on it. And I saw what is it? They got CBS Sports apparently has like a really popular
Backs him down.
pundit show
Double team him.
that's not quite like inside the NBA for
But the offense
football.
will keep the ball as the arrows
But
in their
I forget what the name of the show is, but yeah, I was hearing people talk about how popular the show is with former
by the home team.
players.
He showed great hands on that steal. His man wasn't protecting the ball, and he just snatched it away from him.
Tosses it up.
I want to say it's like CBS Sports Golazo was the name of the show.
And they're now out in front by 4. The visitors were the last ones to touch it, and they'll turn it
Imagine you
over.
play for your average team and you face like, yeah.
Oh, Vern, there was no communication on that play. This team needs to start playing together, not as individuals.
A lot like inside the NBA, yeah. I did see a lot of people almost get I saw some commenters who were talking about it who almost got offended that they were
23.
being, because they're like, actually, when you get people like Shaq, they're more about jokes than actual content. And it's like, yeah, but they do a lot of, like, that's the thing. That's the thing about inside the NBA is a lot of their nonsense ends up going viral, but they do a lot of talking about the actual games too, and doing doing their jobs, kind of talking about, you know,
To the right side. Thank him.
what the team should do and not do. So I saw a lot of people that was like, actually, they're way better than inside the NBA because, you know, they provide actually good analysis and it's not just. But yeah, there were a lot of people who were willing to be like, yeah, it's basically like inside the NBA. We're starting to lose now. We were doing pretty okay at the start. Now we're starting to.
No good.
Oh my God! Get a rebound. Oh shit! That's full bar.
By accident.
Woo!
Right where to be.
Mitchell goes up
There you go.
with the one-handed jab. And they're now behind by 3.
That was one of the things I kind of like about the Maximum Football.
Shoots.
Put in promotion relegation for their conferences, which obviously at this point they wouldn't go for in even the NCAA.
The away team.
But it'd be kind of neat
Barnes
to get like a small team that goes on like an insane run and they end up in like a top tier
Shot to go, Vern.
conference because of it.
His confidence, but it's hard
Like
to
when
see.
Boise State got really big back in the late 2000s, get themselves into I can't remember if they're in a power conference or not, but yeah, get themselves into like the SEC or the Big Ten because of it. And then some of the lesser Big Ten teams or SEC teams end up getting booted down. We're going to be fucked. I do also like Axis Football still has that too. Before they ended up putting in the traditional NFL style league, he ended up doing like a soccer style league with 36 teams, and then it was like 3 tiers of 12 with like a promotion relegation game. Because I think in Premier League or just any of the European football ones, they don't have like games. They don't have like promotion relegation games. It's just if you are at the bottom, you go down.
Top of the key. Raises
And
up.
yeah, Axis Football does do promotion relegation games. So if you're at the bottom, you still have the opportunity to save yourself by beating. Oh no, they do. Okay. But yeah, that was one of the things I kind of like Axis. It kind of makes me want to get back into Axis Football. Well, I'm sure they'll still have it for 2026. I'm part of their Patreon, and they've been talking about some of the patron stuff that has been exciting, some of the new lighting stuff and all that. But yeah, I always like that at the end of the season. They'd have the promotion relegation games
Gets whistled for a foul and count it.
to save yourself from going down.
Oh, look at the physicality. Powered it through the contact and hit.
It's like the third lowest team faces the third highest. Okay, and some leagues are different.
And he makes it.
Yeah, in the Axis Football, they just do the highest team and the lowest team. They just do the 1-1.
Hands it off. Terrific
But
pass.
yeah, because I've also been doing
Diallo shoots from the post. He grabs the
the guys who made Retro Bowl, the American football game Retro Bowl, did Retro Goal. And so it's like a soccer one. So I'm getting used to that style of like promotion relegation type stuff as well. It also taught me about yo-yo teams because I was like looking up a team, and that's how I learned about yo-yo teams. And that would have to be. I feel like that would be really tough to be a fan if you're a yo-yo team. Because, like, even if you're a second-tier team, at least you remain a second-tier team. I can't imagine the consistent heartbreak that comes with because they have a team in Japan that's been yo-yoing for literally like 8 years. And it's got to be somewhat heartbreaking to consistently be at the top of the standings in like second tier, go up to first tier, and then like you end up getting dead last in top tier. Then you gotta go back down to second tier, and then you win the championship in second tier to go up to the top tier, and you're literally just going back and forth every year or two. They might have 1 year where they're not right at the bottom, but then the next year they end up doing it. It's like, Jesus.
The home team is making sure that everyone is getting enough looks and a chance to contribute.
Fulham. Isn't Fulham Tony Khan's team? Isn't that ran by Tony Khan? Yes, okay. I was like, I know they own a team, and I'm pretty sure it was Fulham, yeah.
Number 5.
Yeah, I don't think they like Tony Khan. From what I've seen, a lot of Fulham fans don't like Tony Khan.
To the inside. Hill pulls the trigger.
He knows jack shit about how to run it.
They're leading 81-74.
Well, I mean, you know what? It's going to be one of those things that Fulham fans and and Jacksonville Jaguars fans are going to get to agree on. I'm definitely going to lose at this point, aren't I? I cannot save myself in this. We're not going to make it. I can feel we're not going to make it. We're just too far down at this point. I'm going to try. We'll see.
It's going to make things that much more tough on him.
Yeah, with how bad the Jaguars have been doing in the NFL, I think that's going to be a consistent thing of Fulham fans and Jaguars fans being like, Tony Khan doesn't know shit about sports. And then you're going to have WWE fans being like, by the way, Tony Khan doesn't know shit about wrestling. Or at least how to book it.
For 3. No good.
Ah, we're totally lost. We've totally lost.
From his defenders. Stay with your best shooter and don't give him any easy looks.
So yeah, it's made me want to play. All of this to say that it's taught me a little bit about how the football system works in Europe, as well as makes me want to continue playing PES 6 to get at least mildly better. I don't know how much better I'm going to get at it, but you never know. Arsenal's owned by Stan Kroenke. Ooh. At least the Chargers, I think, made the playoffs this year. I think Kroenke still owns the Chargers. Pretty sure.
He gets the second to fall as well.
I think this game is out of reach, Vern.
Oh no, that's Spanos. That's Kroenke owns what is it, the Denver Nuggets NBA team, I believe. Kroenke might own something else, but I think that's what he owns. Is the Denver Nuggets. I was thinking of Gene Spanos. I think it's Gene Spanos. Spanos, I know, is his last name. He owns the Chargers.
Kramer kicks it out to the perimeter.
This team, man. All right, so it looks like I already did my recruiting, which is good because that's, yeah, we did all our recruiting for the week. All right, Denver is 7-15, so hopefully, oh God, there it is. Oh, there's the fucking, that's what I was looking for. Oh, that's the Thursday. Oh my God, that's a full Thursday. God damn. Okay. Hang on. I gotta go ahead and copy this. Paste it in the Discord. Owns the Rams. Okay. I think he owns the Denver Nuggets too. Sorry, 1 second. Details in 2 weeks. Okay, so I'm not completely needing to know exactly. Wait, when's that Marvelous show? Is that Thursday too? Oh my God, that is one full ass Thursday. Jesus Christ almighty. But that means I might be able to get out of here on Sunday instead of a Monday. That's good.
That we could probably rope into watching the plants.
I don't know if she has a green thumb. Hello?
So Thursday is going to be a big long day.
This conflicts with TJPW or something, right?
Nope. TJPW is Friday. So, okay. So the way it looks like it is, Thursday is going to be Stardom at noon, Spark at 5, Marvelous at 11 p.m. Then Friday is TJPW at 11 a.m. And then Saturday is TJPW, DDT, GCW at like 2 p.m.
This is starting to feel like work.
No, once you get everything figured out. But the good news is that means there's not any stupid Sunday night nonsense. By the way, I'm streaming. I'm sure you probably knew that, but
I was gonna ask if you
It's
stopped
time for
streaming.
College Hoops 2K8. The
Is
Denver
this
Pioneers take on.
I need to turn this down. Jesus Christ almighty. It's killing my ears. Where the hell is the presentation?
We're muted, right?
Huh?
We're muted, right?
No.
Oh. Hey, Twitch.
But yeah, I figured I'd put that in there just because I was like, well, let's get that in there just so I remember. I need to make sure that Scruffy is aware of this because, Friday morning. Our other drunk friend.
How dare you?
This is
I don't like what you're implying.
Number 25.
The way you phrased that.
You didn't say our drunk friend, our other one. Yeah, so that's going to be a busy ass Thursday, but that means my current plan of being with our hotel room until Sunday might still work out because I think that should be all the shows. That should be it. As far as I know, because it was the 2 TJPW shows, Stardom, Spark, and then Marvelous. I had an inkling about when they had all the question marks and all that, and then it was something that they, obviously said, "Hey, yeah, we're actually going to have the show." So I think that's it. Other than the occasional like one-off show that's probably going to, maybe have the occasional, because they already announced Miyu Yamashita for some other show on like that Friday or Saturday. I can't remember. But they already announced her for like some other indie show that's also going to be in Vegas.
Terrific shot. He just got a little space and hit the long-range bomb.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Tracy Wolfson, for an update.
Need to turn you up. Probably not a great idea.
Hello. We don't have to go to other towns, right? Everything is in Vegas.
Everything is in Vegas.
We don't have to go to New Jersey.
No. Yeah, I'm trying to see where in Vegas this is. Ticket details. They don't say where other than Vegas, but there's only so many places in Vegas.
3 days seem better than what was it last time? 6 days or something?
It was
5?
like a week.
Google Maps. And then, of course, the Stardom girls are probably going to be at WrestleCon. So, Meet Las Vegas is on a slightly different part of Vegas, but I think it's still probably like a 10-minute drive, maybe. Let me see. Sorry, this is kind of 12 minutes. I see 12-minute drive. So a 12-minute Uber. And then where WrestleCon is like an 8-minute Uber. So, yeah.
What do you have for us, Tracy?
Well, just before the game, I talked to Coach Tubbs. He told me that
So, yeah, everything's pretty close to one another. We're not going to have to, like, cross state lines and have to worry about whether or not we're allowed to pump our gas and presumably pay tolls to go across bridges.
We just have to worry about Las Vegas's occasional terrorism problem.
Yep.
Hopefully there are no snipers in any hotels.
Well, I just won't stay at the Mandalay Bay. I wonder how cheap the Mandalay Bay still is.
I mean, was that where he was shooting from?
Yes.
You'd think that.
I know that because I saw these guys recently make a joke about going to Vegas where they're like, we had this beautiful room at the Mandalay Bay. It's a great view of country concerts. You can even open the windows. You don't even have to break the bulletproof glass. So yeah, I don't know where Stardom and Spark are going to be. There's a place, I forget the name of it, but there's a place that New Japan goes to when they're in Vegas. So that is probably where they're going to go. And I think that's a slightly different, more south part of Vegas, but I mean, it's still Vegas. So.
Got a hand on it. Wonderful timing. This fella can turn him back with the best of them.
Number 11 releases. Doesn't get the go-ahead basket.
Just going to have to deal with a bunch of sweaty nerds. Actually, it might even not even need to be an Uber, because I think they're one of the places that have like semi-official taxi services, most of the places.
Under 11 minutes left in the half.
And, you know, taxi services actually have regulations to... Come on! Taxi services actually have regulations that they have to go by.
Number 10 to make his first stand off the bench. Porter, inbound.
Good news is ticket details are in 2 weeks, so I don't got to worry about getting those tickets Friday morning like I do TJPW and Marvelous.
Goes up, finishes the break. We're now tied up 5.
Does that mean you guys are probably going to come in like Thursday and then leave Sunday? Which I don't mind because I'm already... Because what's that?
What are the times? Isn't there one on Thursday?
There's several on Thursday, right?
Thursday? Yeah, Thursday is Stardom, Spark, Marvelous. Friday is TJPW. Saturday is TJPW, GCW, that stuff.
Backs down. Beats it to the elbow.
So Sunday
Number
can just
11
be a travel
to give
day.
them the lead. Porter
Yeah.
pulls it down. The break is on. Takes it up.
I'll fit right in with the nerds. Of course I will.
Great work.
I know my own kind. It's me.
Anticipates the pass. The D was
Fat bearded nerds. I'm not saying I'm not one of them.
Keep the heat on. Wait for the misstep and then capitalize.
Martin brings it up the floor.
You can find several
Number
on
12
YouTube that
catches
look
it
just
out
like
left.
him.
Dumps it off. Right. Number 10 backs him down. Number 11. Number 23 inbounds the ball.
So yeah, I'm going to be there Wednesday night,
He's double teamed.
but I'll probably end up going to. I was looking at the. I think I told you about that, didn't I? I was looking at the different shows.
Right wing. Down low.
Probably going to go to Penn and Teller Wednesday night.
For 3. Hits it. They're three.
And then, depending on what the rest of the weekend might potentially look like, I know I know that Las Vegas ballpark for a minor league ballpark is considered quite nice. So I might have to check that out. Get in the basket. And then, huh?
Put the lotion in the basket.
And I mean, this is just a personal thing for me. Hockey, the regular season will be done, but Vegas is one of the top teams in the NHL, so they'll almost certainly be in the playoffs. I can only imagine how much NHL playoff tickets are, though, especially in Vegas.
The break is on. Leads him in. Shoots it. The shot inside. Drained by Porter. He's got 5. About 8.5 minutes left in the half.
Yeah, my mom is even like sending me videos of like places to eat in Vegas. She was like, "There's a place called AYCE Buffet." I'm like, "That's in the Palms. That's going to be so full of fat nerds all weekend." I should know. It'll be me. They've got a lobster night. I can't wait.
Dumps it down low. Number 10.
I think they also have like daily drink tickets. Where it's like you pay a certain amount each day and you just get unlimited drinks, or at least a decent quantity of drinks.
They're ahead 14-10. Martin with the shot. Number 10 gets the board in.
So that one's less necessary to know if you're going to be there for that, but because I won't have to get the tickets right now. But the TJPW shows.
He misses the first. He sinks the second.
All right. Well, just figured I'd bring that to you, and I'll probably have to tag Scruffy at some point, and definitely by tomorrow, and just let him know, hey, might need to know if you're coming so I can get 3 or 4 tickets or just 1 if you guys decide not even to go. I'm just going to have to meet a bunch of random dudes online that I talk to.
Oh, God, we have to go. He might not come back.
Friends?
Huh?
Oh, I was saying I can't have you making friends.
Oh, yeah. Make new friends that are already immersed in Joshi. I don't even have to introduce them.
Takes the shot. The three-pointer was no good by number 10. But they're still up by 1. Dishes to the elbow.
You're gonna get murdered out there.
Diallo backs down.
You say I'm going to get murdered?
Mitchell.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Just hopping in the
Hands
car
it
with
off.
strangers.
I already made a joke earlier about how there's just going to be hockey fights in the Palms in Vegas
First time out of the game.
when they do the meet and greets for TJPW.
Set to inbound the ball. Both teams are making a few lineup changes.
They start running out of portraits or checkies, and all of a sudden it's just fat nerds fighting each other over the last one. Fighting each other for Wakana's love.
Inbounds the ball. Gets the three-pointer to go. And they now go up by 1. Just over 6 minutes left in the half. Number 11 from deep. Number 23 snatches it down inside.
Number 23 grabbed that rebound with his elbow.
All right.
Using a little
I'm going to pause this real quick and back out and let you guys do that so I can go back into streamer mode, sort of, and not bug you guys while you guys are probably screaming about zombies.
Go your basketball.
Oh, I'll try. I broke everything. I did like an update for the mod and broke everything, so I need to figure that out. So I had to use an older version. I don't know what happened, but I'm not happy about it.
Thanks.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Intimidation.
There we go.
They're now up by 3. Bounce pass to the elbow. Diallo hands it off. Barnes.
Ah, damn it.
Beyond the arc with nice D on that shot.
Great rebound. The big fella's not afraid to do the dirty work, Vern.
That last basket was
All right.
by 0. The home team with some difficulties.
Sweetness.
They gave him a
But yeah,
look.
I kind of wanted. I don't know what I want to do on PES 6, but the idea that you could just kind of create all these different guys and all these different teams, and especially like I said with the texture replacement and everything, should end up being pretty cool. I was also looking at MLB 2K5 for that as well, because the different cheats that they have in the game is also quite interesting. Just doing like a season of baseball, but just with a bunch of different cheats on, where you get they got cheats where like if you do a double play you earn a run, if your pitcher strikes somebody out you earn a run.
The finger roll was laid in by 0. They're out in front by 5. The home
They got like a 2 balls mode and a 2 strikes mode where you can strike someone out, obviously in 2 strikes. You combine both of them and you literally just start each plate appearance with like a 2-1 count. I was like, that's pretty cool.
Number 10. The D wasn't too worried about that one. Gave him room to get it off.
Mainly because they prefer the long straight over him driving it in.
Dumps it to the paint.
Oh my god, damn it. Nolan Wright be the greatest ever. Strikeouts gave runs. Yeah, it was kind of interesting because it started turning into like a football game, basically. I played a game where played as the Cubs because I'm a Cubs fan. And Zambrano was just striking dudes out left and right. I think he did like 9 strikeouts. And so eventually, then I turned on, they have a thing called bouncy ball, where like when the ball bounces on the ground, it goes like a super high bounce. So any of those like ones that kind of go into shallow outfield just bounce over the outfielders' heads half the time. I think over the course of that game, there was about 4 or 5 inside the park home runs because once those things bounce off like the wall or the ground, it just rolls completely, and the AI doesn't know what to do, including unfortunately my own AI. Gave up a couple of inside the parkers myself. I think the score ended up being like 29-19.
Number 10 gets it right wing. Passes to the free throw line.
Up. Nope.
And it's scooped up by number 11.
He was more worried about scoring than had the ball knocked.
I was kind of looking for a foul or a rebound there would be good.
By Mitchell.
I probably should have just gone for the 3. That would have been for the best.
Number 13. Flip up and in on that last layup.
A dynamite bounce back.
I have been working on that's not quite what I wanted to do, but I'll take it. Still been working on my American football stuff,
Backs in.
where I was looking at my own little custom
Number
league.
12 dishes it to the wing.
Been going on pretty well. The one downside is American football has rosters of I do 50. 53 is like the normal, but yeah, a roster of like 50 people, and you got to have a minimum of like 45 on your roster. So trying to do custom players for all of that is ridiculous.
To the inside. Unloads.
I realized I was able to get my basketball one done pretty well because, 12 to 15 people at most.
You can't just give up easy three-point plays.
Baseball would be a little bit worse with like 25. I think
Foul shot is good.
European football, global football, little about the same. I think at about 23 or 25. I think I saw. But yeah, football gets rough because of the 50 fucking people. Come on.
Drains it for 3.
I think hockey was pretty decent too when I did it. That was 20.
Tosses it up court. Diallo goes up.
Hey.
But they're still down by 5.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Pulled in by number 15.
He pulled down that offensive board like it was no problem. What a battler.
All right. All right. We got this. We got this. We don't got this. We don't got this. Oh, my God. We're going to keep losing.
Needle, Vern. There just wasn't enough
I'm going to get this figured out. I swear to God, I'm going to get it figured out.
Diallo grabs it, and that's his
This team is not going to be a team that sucks.
number 10. Will bring
I want to at least stay 500.
Let him rest that one
I don't think that's so much to ask that the team remains at 500.
a little over anxious.
Diallo lets it go. He gets hammered, and he'll head to the strike. And he makes the first.
I guess I should check to make sure everything's running okay, too. Looks like it.
He's off on the
God damn it.
quarter. Hands it off.
I got so into the finally announcements of the American shows.
Inbounds the ball.
They never announced Marigold.
Left in the first half.
I guess that was the other thing I was thinking about too. Is like, oh, they never did announce Marigold. But then again, they talked about going to Vegas in like August and then never talked about it again. So I feel like at this point,
Martin.
if it was going to happen, they would have announced it officially.
Offensive rebound pulled down by
I don't think they have the money for it or anyone to
with everything he had.
like sponsor them, so they'd have to come on their own, and
Sam at home.
only on the indie that's needed is DPW. Well, I mean DPW is going to be there. I'm going to have to maybe consider it because DPW might bring in one or two Joshis that aren't going to be on the other shows.
It drops.
Like I think is it Miyuki Takase that's like their
Diallo got it off
their
the
women's
inside.
champ?
First half
Might be someone else, but I thought it was Miyuki Takase.
35-26.
But yeah, they're going to be there because Marvelous is part of their whole thing of the 6 shows that they're doing. So, and they at least semi-regularly bring in Shoko and Miyu, so I'm sure they'll be there because they're already going to be in Vegas. So I don't know if Miyuki's going to be at another show.
They're bringing the double team. Puts it up. The open jumper knocked down by number 20.
I mean, I can't remember if Miyuki works Marvelous much. I know she works like Wave and Sendai, but I don't think she works Marvelous all that much. They might still use her anyway. There's probably going to be some people they would utilize for that. It's Miyuki, okay. There we go.
Tracy. He gets the second to fall as well.
All right, I'm gonna have to do some double teaming here,
Dangerous pass.
maybe.
Smith, nice move.
Oh,
Pulls it in.
I'm kind of glad they didn't call that a goaltending. That felt like something they'd call a goaltending for no good reason.
Diallo
By the way, yeah, trying to get around them. There you go. See, trying to get around them has been a pain in the ass these last game and a half. I think I just got to try to force the issue. Because more often than not, well, I say more often than not, it's probably more often than not they end up actually losing the ball or not making it.
to the elbow. Number
But
25.
I think it probably might be more successful than what I've been doing.
He's 3 for 4 for the game. Gets it. High post. Diallo beats it to the right side. Puts it up. The jumper was buried.
There we go.
They got it within 7.
WW is top stealing talents for DPW. I don't know. Maybe DPW will be. Oh my God! Can you imagine? Can you imagine if DPW ends up being one of those like ends up being, because I'm trying to think about some of the other promotions that WWE has been around. Like obviously a lot of them are overseas, so
Misses from
You know, NXT being their AAA promotion, TNA kind of being almost their AA promotion. They need a single A promotion. Evolve isn't around anymore. Evolve could have been the AA, but you know TNA's got a little bit more going for them.
Knocks it down from three-point land. And they're now up.
Boys did place higher than TK. Yeah, I saw that. It was hilarious just seeing like random clips of Deadlock being interspersed, being quote tweeted at the results. And these are the guys, by the way, who are better bookers than Tony Khan. the state of Tony Khan. And just and then just a clip of Pulse doing like the what was it? The Gallows and Anderson, the Good Brothers theme.
The run cannot be stopped by Martin. Just over 11 minutes.
Or the Natural Born Thrillers, the 70s bus White Boys clip. The White Boys have arrived. Hey, Ramen. I'm a bit more focused now on basketball, but you missed the last half hour of me trying to play basketball on this stream while also figuring out our schedule for Vegas now that the Stardom Spark thing dropped.
He got a step on the D and worked it inside beautifully.
Takes it up, just missed it. No three-point opportunity.
I also came to the realization because I felt like I was forgetting something and talking football, yes. But like European football, because I've been kind of sort of learning about it and also finding out how bad I am at the video games. Because I'm coming at it with probably the wrong mindset. But yeah, I realized just a little bit ago that I was like, you know, I feel like I'm forgetting something. And then I realized that Marigold never announced it. But then again, Marigold said they were going to Vegas in like August and then just never said anything since. So I feel like if we don't see anything by like, I think they got a show coming up in just a couple days, right? They got a show this weekend. If they don't say anything about Vegas this weekend, I'm going to assume that Marigold is not coming to Vegas. Yeah, they got their big show this weekend, I think. Or a decently big show. Yeah, if they don't say anything by that show, I'm just going to assume that they're not going to be here. Which is good, because the way the scheduling works, Thursday is going to be ultra fucking packed. And then Friday and Saturday are going to be a little bit more lenient, and then I might actually be able to leave Sunday rather than Monday like I did for Philly, which actually might be good, because leaving on Sunday instead of Monday might be much better flights. Because I'm guaranteeing you, well, I guess I can guarantee because I did it for Philly. If I leave on Monday, I'm going to be sardined into a friggin' plane with a bunch of other wrestling fans. Because that's exactly what happened on my Southwest flights back from Philly. Some dude really tried to like save a middle seat on the Southwest flight on like a different aisle for his Funko Pops, and then had like the WWE bag of like his Funko Pops as like his carry-on.
Coach Tubbs saw something out there he didn't like, and he called for a timeout. He wants to make sure that everyone is working together.
I'm losing horribly, by the way. This is getting very, very bad. I'm having fun and being I was gonna say being entertaining. That's not for me to decide. I feel entertained by the conversations and learning some stuff, but I'm also doing terribly. Nothing's falling! See, this is why I just need to take my mind off of the actual gameplay, because the gameplay is subpar tonight. Let me look. It's supposed to be like the second or something. Oh my god. Really? Is everything just gonna go stupid on my? There we go.
Misses again.
Ah, son of a
Can't
bitch.
make the defense pay for the foul. No good on that last shot by number 23.
Let me see here. All right.
Pushes it to the high post.
Oh,
Loose.
oh,
But it's
oh,
recovered
oh.
by number 12.
There you go.
Gets the bucket.
That's what I've been trying to do.
12. Under 9 minutes left in the
I'm just
second
gonna
half.
walk around. I'm gonna try to double multitask real quick because I want to look something up.
Zero.
I swear to God, there's a Marigold show.
Catches it inside. Number 23.
Swear to God, there's a Marigold show that's happening this weekend. Is there not? Am I stupid? I think I'm stupid. I swear there was a show. Maybe it's Stardom that I'm thinking about. Yeah, it is. It was Supreme Fight. That's what I was thinking of. I don't know when the next Marigold show is, but I have a feeling that if they haven't announced anything by this point, probably not gonna.
Both teams are going to make some
I probably should have done something to focus on. Shot selection, maybe? I don't know. Defense is probably a big one.
It looks like they're playing man-to-man.
Ball control. A little bit of everything. Honestly, a little bit of everything is something we need to focus on. Get good. That's kind of the point of emphasis is just simply get good.
1-on-1. Number 10. Banks it right in. By 60.
All right.
Leads him in.
Oh my God, that's not. I hit the wrong button. That was completely on me. I'm just a stupid
Affected by the contact there.
because I hit the wrong button. Not who I meant to pass to.
Knocks down the first one. He gets the second to fall as well. Hands it off.
Come on. There you go. He's got room.
Misses, but he'll get 2 shots from the
Not a
line.
lot.
And he makes the first.
You know, also listening to kind of how contracts work in English football,
The second to fall as well. Number 25.
it's kind of interesting. I wonder
He's done.
if they would maybe not in football, but like baseball. It'd be interesting to do that where it's like, yeah, you sign contracts, but yeah, if another team decides
23. Has it.
I mean, I guess they kind of already do it during the off season where it's like if a team wants to spend money, they'll just
To see that.
they'll spend enormous amounts of money on a free agent. But the idea of basically being able to, instead of trying to do a trade or something, just sign a free agent in the middle of the season to move over, as long as you're willing to pay the release fee. Yeah, the transfer window is definitely interesting. They practically have that in college football. The way college football is working with the NIL stuff is kind of like that, where everything's just on like a 1-year contract basically, but then the transfer portal opens up, and if another college decides they're gonna they want to try to pay quote unquote NIL money,
Number 10.
more NIL money than the person's willing to transfer. That's kind of how the Wild West of college football's been happening, where, you know, the whole idea was that you get paid. Originally, NIL was supposed to be about, hey, we make a video game, and you can totally get paid for your name, image, and likeness on a video game, or like on a jersey, because I think that was a big thing with Johnny Manziel, is he couldn't capitalize on how big his name was in college.
Left wing.
And so it was like, hey, now you can like get jerseys of your name, or you can sell autographs if you want to.
Goes up.
And now what it's basically turned into is colleges basically handing out these like contracts, these like short-term contracts to get paid to pay a quarterback like $200,000 to come play for them for the year.
Great extension above the tall trees. Number 10.
Yeah, they basically all just turned into contracts. And then if another college wants to try to lure them away, that's kind of generally within the rules. I'm sure within the next like 5 years or so, they'll end up. There will be a documentary about this point in time, the Wild West of the NIL, and everything that happened there, and just literally the stealing of college athletes away from smaller schools.
Both teams are making a few lineup changes.
There'll be documentaries about it before they put all the after they put all the regulations in. Transfer windows aren't during the same time, so some leagues are different. Yeah, I ended up seeing that. Obviously the mid-season or the off-season or preseason ends up being different.
Number 12. You have to hit that. Hard to imagine he could get a cleaner look. Diallo. Just over
I feel like there's almost a certain point where they should just forego the idea of it being college football. Like, obviously, the names and everything's are there, and, you got all these people who maybe have good memories of actually attending said college, where it's like, oh, yeah, I took, like, computer science at Ohio State and, went to Buckeyes games, but it's like, at this point, they almost should just remove the college part because the only reason they probably don't is because there's a lot of money and likenesses attached to it. And they've been trying to do like the super leagues with a bunch of different colleges. And I imagine there's going to come a point where they just remove the idea of even these guys going to college because college isn't a requirement for the NFL draft. So I'm assuming at some point there will be some venture capitalists, a bunch of venture capitalists who decide that, why even pretend like you're going to college? Why not just make teams around the country where that's all they're just football clubs. They're just, oh my God. The schools themselves probably wouldn't go for that though, because, a lot of these schools that, make a lot of their money off of the football tickets. The college host, yeah, that too. The college girls. That's assuming they even attend the classes. But then again, you don't have to attend the classes to get the girls.
The Pioneers call time. Both teams are making substitutions.
And of course, when you're at the smaller schools, there's probably a bigger emphasis on not even the Division I schools, but like junior college and all that, because it's like, well, you're probably not going to make the NFL and make the big money, so you might as well use this scholarship to actually get an education. I've been doing terribly this entire night. This is what happened. You know what? I should just move over to the PS2 version of 2K8. I've been doing good with that. I've been doing good with the PS2 version of 2K8, which, by the way, real pain in the ass, I think, sometimes to try to remember what controls what. Because between me playing College Hoops 2K8 on the PS3 and NBA 2K14, and then probably also doing something with NBA 2K25, these are like 3 separate control schemes that all, like, this is like I gotta use College Hoops 2K8 to, there's no ISO stick like there has been since like the mid 2K10s. There's no ISO stick, there's just an ISO button. So it's definitely different to get used to there.
Outright. 14 feet out. Went to the backboard, but it was no good.
Okay.
By number 25. But they're still up.
I'm gonna definitely, you know what, just
to the right wing. Martin launches it. Number 23.
Why am I so bad today? Why am I just so bad at this? I can't wait to play either 2K14 or, you know what, just WMMA, TEW. I can play booking simulators. I'm at least good at that. I can get that figured out. Even though half the time I got to worry about my finances right now. I can at least handle that a little bit better than how poorly I play this college basketball game.
Inbounds the ball. 2:37 left in the game.
Spreadsheet warrior. Yeah, that's what I should. You know what? If I'm no good at Pez, maybe I should buy Football Manager.
The State Farm drive of the game.
This guy is fun to watch for.
That's how I'll get into it. With the same way everyone else does, Football Manager.
Passes it up court.
I'll play 3,000 hours of it
Backs down.
because I'll just keep it open
Dishes it
constantly.
cross court. Number 12 gets it. Middle. Skip pass. Baseline. From downtown. Yanked down inside by Smith.
He did a real good job to stay that close on a shooter. Just getting
Of course, that would also require me to know like the strategies and stuff. That's something I even struggle with now.
Has it on the inside. Smith pulls the trigger. Nails the tray. He's
Where it's like a
3
3-2-3-2 or a 4-3-2-1 or something. I'm not good at knowing what I should be running.
Shoots the three.
I barely do in basketball.
And that's his
I play this
top
enough
rebound
times.
thus far.
I'm at least decent at these games. I still don't really implement like zone defense
Smith
in this game hardly ever.
the crossover. Beats it to the wing with the shot. Hits the three-pointer. That's 10 unanswered.
Oh wait, you know what? As far as Jesus. You know, as far as why are they double teaming me, by the way? You're up by 23 points. You're going to win for sure.
Martin fires. Almost got it to fall, but that foul will give him 3 shots at the line. Good on the first of 3.
Mhm. I was going to say I do remember I have played a soccer game. I forgot because I haven't played it in a little while. Semi recently. What is it? Football Tactics and Glory. Turn-based soccer. I think I've mentioned that last time. How much I would love if there was like a hockey version of that.
Has been lights out.
Or a basketball. There was a basketball version at one point. Not like a full-fledged game, but like a mobile game that was like that. Turn-based sports. But yeah. I have played Football Tactics and Glory. So obviously not quite exactly Football Manager, but you got some fun stuff in there.
Backs him down. Unloads. 19-footer was off the mark by Diallo. The break is on. Number 14 goes up. Number 11 cleans the defensive boards. Quick defensive reaction.
You
changed
cannot
the trajectory.
score worth a shit.
To the rim.
God, even in the times that I beat my man off the turn there, I still get swarmed. I cannot wait until this freaking season's up.
For this one, the home team.
Hopefully the new guys that I'm getting are a little bit better because this team is something. Really something. Oh, man. Oh, man. No, I don't want to watch college hoops tonight. Pacific. I don't even know who the fuck that is. Whoops. That's the sort column. Let's see. Oh, shit. Someone figured out this dude. That's not good. That means I'm probably going to lose out on him. I don't like that. Should get this guy. We'll see. this one, who knows? Should be able to get this guy as well. We can scout the game, but I'm going to keep the points for now. Because I need to talk to these guys. Oh, we're probably going to lose out on him. Why is he here? Did I think that I was going to have a chance? I'm probably not even going to have a chance there. He's probably going to go to Oklahoma State. I'm so screwed. So screwed by all of this. Let me look. Is there anybody with not so great, like, is there people that I could potentially take away? That's a 2-star center, high school senior. I think I'm probably going to talk to him because I'm probably going to lose out on my other center. We'll go ahead and add him to the target list because I think, hopefully no one really finds him, but I think I could probably work on him a little bit. Some of these other guys I think I could probably work on too. We'll see. They're figuring out the 3-star guys. 2-star, probably not too bad. I'm going to still talk to some of these guys. I still got points to talk to people. Keep my options open a little bit. I'm gonna have to probably go for these a lot of these 2-star guys. And it's a 3-star guy I might be able to do something with. We'll see. Probably not, but I mean there's a chance. That guy's already taken care of. A 6'5" power forward? What the hell? You should be a shooting guard. Argentina's that? Woo, 7'1" Brazilian center. I know you're a 1-star, but I'm going to at least talk to you. See where we're at here. That's a big boy. Big boys in these games can do quite well for themselves. 6'5" power forward. Is he Barkley? I think even Barkley was at least like 6'7", 6'8". There's a 6'6" power forward. Charles is like 6'4". I felt like he was bigger. Maybe he shrank in his old age. That tends to happen. I feel like he was bigger. I don't know. Not like I can check a video game. Most video games. Maybe it's like WWE. Maybe they have what is it? They have like work heights. Like when they talk about Chris Jericho being 6 foot when he's really like 5'9", 5'10" maybe. Okay, well, things didn't go great. Lost by 10 there. I really just got my face kicked in there. This is 6'6", actually 6'4". Interesting. So yeah, I don't think Pacific's going to go amazingly. I don't know. Points per game, not great for them. I mean, they got a lot more steals, but I don't know. We seem to put more points on the board. Less turnovers, more assists. They get the rebounds. So, while they are technically better than us in every single way, maybe. And then Western Illinois, 5 and 10. They're down there. We're 298 in the RPI, by the way. Jesus Christ. There's 330 teams, 320. So we are still right in the bottom 50. I Am I gonna get fired? That job security is not great. It looks like we're at least getting the legacy point. Oh, no, we don't have the legacy points necessary. We're 1581. Oh no, we are 1,000. That might help. That might keep me afloat. But I gotta pull some wins together here. This is not doing great. I don't got anything in like the legacy goal going on. I gotta get something. Going here. This is I might get a world recruit. Should get a world recruit. I've been working on several of them. So yeah, this is probably going to be like Maine, where I'm just looking forward to the end of the season, so I can hopefully have a better team. I can't imagine the rosters feeling all that good either. Everyone's got like an ability too. What's the hot ball? Are they go on like hot streaks or something? Because it certainly hasn't been helping out. Pep talks. Oh God. Yeah, some people are not too thrilled with anything. That's not great. Oh, I'm all out of pep talks. That's right. I used them all already because everyone was already in a bad mood. All right. Well, interesting to, learn about some stuff. And, Africa. It just says Africa. Doesn't say where. So, the games didn't go so well, but, I still had fun. And we'll get back into it. Like I said, it's been a little bit since I've officially played this. So, that might be what the reason why I did that as well. By the way, this might also be a big thing, is we're only rolling with 7 people. We got 9, which is already not tremendous, but look at this. Why are we rolling with 7 people? Oh no, that's points, minutes. Oh no, we are rolling with, why are we still only rolling with 8 people? Coach's decision for Sullivan. Like, I'm sure Sullivan's not great, but like, I'm rolling with 9 people. Like, I think that was a decision I made where we cut a lot of people. So I was probably be like, who was the stupid idiot who cut everybody? That was me. So hopefully we'll do better next time. It should be a shorter period between that because I'm planning on doing streams more often. I think that's one of the things I want to do this year is, do streams more than, once a week or so. Might do only twice this week, but I want to try to do like 2 to 3 a week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, stuff like that. Maybe a Friday, Saturday, who knows, or a Sunday. I'll see. But yeah, midweek usually is a good time to try to do it. So I should be back here tomorrow. I got some WMMA I got to do. So I'll figure that out. So thanks, guys, for coming out. I appreciate you guys coming out. Anyone who watches this on YouTube, I appreciate it as well. And I will see you guys next time.